Well, I'm back again, and when I told Anne, I got on me bicycle and went home. And I knew my father was sitting in the chair waiting on me coming because he never went to bed till I came in. And you daren't be after 12 o'clock or you'd been getting the head off you. So then I thought, you know what, I better tell him too. So I said to him, Dad, and I says, I became a Christian tonight. And really, I'm not knowing what this means, but I'm saying it anyway. Well, he says that'll not do you much harm anyway. And that was it. So, went to bed. Next day was Monday morning. Went into work as a joiner, and I'm thinking to myself, if I tell enough people, it'll keep me from, going back on it. So 10 o'clock, tea break, the joiners, bricklayers, plasterers, electricians, all in the same big room, having their tea. And I says, I want to tell you something. Last night, I became a Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ. Of course, they laughed their heads off, and they made my life a misery after that because of it. But being the kind of character I was, I thought, now I'm out far enough on the limb here. But then, during that day, I was kneeling down a big floor, and I hit the hand with a hammer, and I threw the hammer from me, and I cursed, shall I say, didn't like what I said. First time in my life, nobody ever said, like, it's wrong, but it bothered me. I wonder, why is that bothering me today? But anyway, not that long after that, I got into a fight with one of the joiners. And I had his arm screwed up his back, and I would have broke it because that was the kind of me. And I heard a voice, not audible, but just seemed like audible at the time. And it just said, that's enough. And somehow I felt that it was God speaking to me. And I began to realize I am not the same old person. I am not the type of person that I was a few days ago. And I went up that side walking, and the tears tripping me. And I remember him looking at me and the tears tripping me, thinking, what's wrong with you? And I just began to realize, no, Jesus has done something in my life. He's changed me. I began to get such a joy in my heart after that, realizing that he really did come into my life. He really did change me. And I was being the extreme kind of character that I was. I remember so well going around and maybe chalk out of an iron piece of plasterboard up on the walls before they were plastered. Jesus said, you must be born again. And I would have been these up all over the place. And of course, it drew attention to me in the wrong sense. That's just the way I was at that time. I was extreme in my thinking, extreme in what I did. And as time went on, I really felt, that my life was changing for the better. And one Friday night, Annie was sitting, and we thought, man, you know what? I think we should just get engaged. So off the two of us went in the bus into Derry, up to Samuel's, and we picked out a ring. I think it was, if I can remember right now, I'm going back, way over 50 years anyway. And it was £37.50 or something like that. And all the money I had was about £30. And I had enough to cover it, and we bought the ring, walked out to her parents, said, look, we got engaged. We didn't even ask them, say nothing to nobody. Went up to my own parents, say, look, we got engaged. And I think they were all in a state of shock. But nevertheless, didn't know any better. That's just the way we did it. But we knew, we really did know from an early age that God had us together for a reason. And, as time went on, we decided we'd get married, but in the in-between years, 3 years, I was doing up an old home that belonged to my mother. A wee farm house up in Ardmore, and worked at it for probably the 2 or 3 years. and that's where we made our first home, was in Ardmore. And it was just a wee country cottage, no electric, no running water, a dry toilet outside. That's what we had to start with. So I'll tell you a wee bit more perhaps tomorrow again. Thank you.